A new Texas law allows a monument honoring victims of communist regimes to be built right on the Texas state capitol grounds. NTD asked the lawmaker behind this effort why this memorial monument is important. Let's take a look.
Texas Governor Greg Abbott recently signed a bill approving the construction of a monument honoring victims of communism at the state capitol complex in Austin. State Representative Tom Oliverson authored the bill. He hopes the monument will remind Texans about the true legacy of communism.
It's also important that we have a place and a monument that endures across the generations where we can say this is an ideology that claims to bring hope, and instead what it delivers is suffering and misery.
In the bill, Oliverson condemns historical communist leaders such as Joseph Stalin, Mao Zedong, Fidel Castro, and Pol Pot.
We're aware that communist regimes have killed more innocent human beings than any event in human history.
He says many young people today are captivated by the ideology.
I think it's incredibly important. Did you know that in Austin they have marches every year for communism? And they bring out pictures of Stalin and Mao and Lenin, and they march, and they act like these guys are heroes, even though they're butchers and mass murderers. What professors say in schools and colleges and stuff like that about the ideals of equity and everybody's treated fairly, that is not what you see in practice.
He's currently pushing legislation that requires public schools to teach students what communist regimes have done in history. Oliverson and other lawmakers in 2021 led another bill that recognized November 7th as Victims of Communism Day in Texas.
This is part of why I say I think it's important for all Americans to visit with people who've actually survived Castro's Cuba, who've actually escaped China, who've actually experienced Eastern Europe under the brutal regimes, of Ceausescu.
The lawmaker is calling on voluntary donors and artists to help build the monument. It would be the second of its kind in the U.S. after the Victims of Communism Memorial in Washington, D.C. The public can visit tomoliverson.com for more information on the project. Reporting by Chi Huynh, NTD News, Texas.